Hello, how are you guys? Are you okay? Amazing! Today we're going to talk about the articles in French, les articles en français. Woo! Alright guys, French got two major articles, okay? We have what we say, les articles définis and les articles indéfinis, alright? It's very simple. Now, before we go further, I would like to emphasize something very important, which is about the division of gender, okay? Guys, English, it has a unique way, okay? Let's say, for example, the car, okay? It is the car is car. But in French, you got to understand that there is what we call the divisions of gender, okay? We got words that are masculine and words which are feminine. Again, I ask, you are maybe wondering, how the hell am I gonna know what is the gender of this word? Of course, guys, the only way you will be able to acquire this division of gender is the exposition to the languages. The more exposed you are in the language, the more you're going to be getting used to the languages, and of course, you are going to be finding out how does some word behave in certain phrases. Of course, we got some standard, right? Like, okay, they're not 100% sure, but we can say 90% of those rules actually can be clear. For example, all the word that finishes with sion, most of them, they are feminine, okay? For example, une production, une action, une distribution. You see, they are feminine. But we're gonna go deeper again, of course, with more exercises. You are going to be acquiring these rules, okay? Very simple. Now guys, we're gonna start with the indefined articles, okay? Oh, for example, a car. You see, it's a car. We don't know exactly whose car is this, okay? So that's why we say it's indefined articles. Now, in French, of course, it is divided into masculine word and feminine word, okay? For instance, we have maison, house, okay? Now, maison, it's feminine. How do you know that it's feminine? Okay, it's conventional, okay? There are some words that the more you're gonna in touch with that, the more you are going to be acquiring those gender, okay? And it makes sense to you. It's gonna make sense to you, okay? Une maison. What do we say? Une bouteille, okay? Une télévision. So we have une in front of any word which is feminine, okay? Very simple. And then we also have the masculine word. That's why we use un téléphone, un ordinateur, un parfum. You see? So we use un in front of words which are masculine, and we use une in front of words which are feminine. All right? Now, what are the plural of these articles? Very simple, guys. Very simple. Now, pay attention. Un, as we said, in front of word that is masculine, and une in front of words which are feminine. But the both articles, they got a unique plural. Yes. For example, une maison, singular, des maisons, plural. Un téléphone, singular, des téléphones, plural. So we have un et une, they got a unique plural, which is des. Of course, I'm writing they with S, okay? But I'm not pronouncing the S. So the S is mute, all right? Des téléphones. For example, il y a une voiture à l'extérieur. Ah, il y a des voitures à l'extérieur, okay? So, the indefined articles, they got a unique plural, all right, which is des. But of course, we're gonna do some exercise to fix it, okay? Very good. Now, in other words, we have the defined article, which is the famous the, okay? So, of course, the difference between a car and the car, a car, it is indefined. We don't know exactly whose car belongs, but when we say the car, we know exactly what we're talking about, okay? Now, the defined articles in French, we have le for masculine word, and we have la for feminine word, and we have an L with an apostrophe in front of a word that starts with a vowel. Have you forgotten the vowel in French? Okay, remember the lessons about the alphabet, okay? So the link is up there or at the descriptions, all right? We say those are the the vowel in French, okay? Those are the vowel in French, all right? So I'm gonna repeat. Le téléphone. Le drap, le lit, ok? La maison, la femme. You see? Very simple. L'amour, l'illustration. Okay? So we have le in front of a word which is masculine, defined, and we have la in front of a word which is feminine, okay? And we have l apostrophe with the word that starts with a vowel, all right? Very simple. Now, the same as we saw in the indefined articles, which got a unique plural form, in the defined articles as well, we got a unique forms of plural. So we said les, la, and l, they got all one unique plural, which is les. You see? Les. For instance, la télévision, la télévision, les lits, les lits, plural. L'armoire, les armoires. Okay? Very simple. Of course, the la, it has S, but we don't pronounce the S. The sound of S comes when it's connected with a vowel. All right? For example, les amours. You see? Les amours. So that S, it has the sound of a Z. All right? Very simple, isn't it? Now, let's go now doing some exercise, okay? In order for us to learn it more and to acquire those rules. They are very simple, guys. But before we move on, do not forget to subscribe in this channel, okay? So you can help us to spread this content, and of course, we're gonna have more people connected into this community. Okay, guys? Thank you so much as you are done that. Okay, now let's go with some exercises to fix it up.
All right, there we go. We have Paul est le fils de Robert et d'Anne. Marie est la fille d'Anne et de Robert. Marie et Paul sont les enfants de Robert. You can see we have les, la, because it's defined or definite, okay? We have Frédéric est un garçon. France est une fille. Frédéric et France sont des enfants. All right, we have Jean et le grand-père. Alain et un homme est un homme. Sophie est la grande-mère. Sophie is the grandmother. Anne est une femme. Anne is a woman. Okay? Alain est le père de France. Anne est la mère de Paul. Alain is France's father. Anne is Paul's mother. Frédéric et France sont des enfants. Jean est le grand-père. Alain et un homme est un homme. Sophie est la grande-mère. Anne est une femme. Sophie is the grandmother. Anne is a woman. Alain est le père de France. Anne est la mère de Paul. Alain est un garçon. France est une fille. Guys, you can see the way I'm using the indefinite articles and the defined one, right? It's very simple. If you got any questions, please do not hesitate to drop your question on the comment sections and we'll be able to reply as soon as possible.